Hey everybody, it's Jeremy, and welcome back to Pokemon Gold. This is turn 16. Let's jump into the turn. So, we have completed Enchantment 4. We found a magic site in Kratos. This is a gem deposit, which is amazing. That is 75 gold per turn, right? Yep, 75 gold per turn. Fantastic. So we got a proclamation from Violet City. Profit for them. And then we have our big battle in Viridian City. Let's check this out. Alright, so we have our Machoke hordes. And we immediately had a bunch of Digletts come in. Interesting. So these guys blink. They're not super threatening, though. They do have a dig attack, which is magic. And it's got a charge bonus. But it's only once every 2 rounds, so it doesn't quite give them 2 attacks per turn. And their strength is only 6, so the charge bonus is super weak, right? Their big thing is they're glamored, so it's kind of hard to pop them, and they can just blink right on top of you, right? That being said, these guys, these Dugtrios, are way more dangerous. But they did not blink for some reason. I guess it's because they have ranged attacks, so they're more inclined to move into range and then use those ranged attacks. So, these Digletts are basically going to get murdered because they're all on their own. And then we're just going to speed through this. Everything kind of... Oh, that's a bit loud, sorry. Feels like the volume is very loud compared to, like, the battle volume is very loud compared to the game volume. What it feels like. I'll adjust that here in just a second. So we got a battle in Hoburgdorf. It's just Rattatas. We stomped that. There's nothing really to see happen there. We got 900 gold and an enchanted sword from a hideous troll. Nice. Or adventurers, rather. Oh, that's bad. Adventurers kill a troll, and then we hang them and take their plunder. That's pretty rough. Unexpected event on Viridian City, plus 10 income. This will be good if we take Viridian City. And we have started to destroy the walls. They're moderately damaged. And we got 1 promotion in Hoburgdorf. So, let me check the options real quick. Provinces, sound. Music sounds fine now, but the battle volume sounded really high. I don't know what's up with that. Anyways, we have had a couple of diplomatic developments, okay? This is a mod. There are bugs in this mod. A lot of the discussion that is going on in the game channel is about the different bugs that we encounter, etc. Viridian City has basically given up, and they've begun discussing what they feel is weak and strong about the nation, right? So that's going on in the channel. What's also come up in the channel, though, is something I did not realize. I've known about this for about 2 episodes or so. I knew about it right after the, an episode or 2 after the bump with Violet City, because Violet City is the mod creator. But that is that our blue belts, specifically, not the white belts and not the black belts, but our blue belts are bugged. These are not supposed to be 1d6 shiny Machokes. They are supposed to be 1 shiny Machokes. What is going on right now is Viridian City is going to kind of like make a last-ditch effort and see what they can do in the game. We are going to meet them head on, and we're going to see if we can repel them. And if we do, they're going to bow out of the game. We're going to take their stuff. We're going to move on, right? But this glitch does give us a bit of an unfair advantage, or at least that is the impression. I'm not 100% sure that that is the case, because I think, and this isn't me trying to like defend myself, but I legitimately think that the magic resistance on our prodigies is so low that the right enemies will utterly destroy us, even with our 1d6 Machokes. Okay? I think Saffron City will utterly destroy us. I think Ekrutik will utterly destroy us. Right? I think people absolutely have the opportunity to utterly destroy us, but it is a glitch, and we're gonna try not to abuse it. So what we're gonna try to do is we're going to try to avoid utilizing, for the most part, our blue belts. We are still going to make our prodigies, and it's not just our prodigies; it's also the shield white belts and the diamond white belts, right, that are affected by this. We're still going to use these units, but we're going to try to avoid using them outside or during their glitched form, right? So we're going to try to use them when they're at max level and at low level, okay? So max evolution being the black belt where they get the Machamp, etc. So, the way we're kind of playing things out is we basically determined that even if it was just this army with just an extra 30 Machokes, based off of this battle, I mean, we would have defeated this amount of PD anyways, because they just can't do anything to the Machokes, and they can barely do anything to the prodigies, right? So whether it's 30 or 90 Machokes, is just a matter of whether I take 2 casualties or whether I take 10 casualties, right? So that's kind of the feeling that's going on right now. That being said, also, I think Viridian City, if we're looking at it, right, I think Viridian City is just not doing that great and hasn't been doing that great even before I attacked them. So I think that they already kind of feel like, let's bow out of this. Now, here's the one big thing, is they are second on research, right? So they potentially do have a crazy amount of research. They could come out guns blazing on something, right? We talked about this kind of previously, right? What are their options? They've got a bunch of individuals that could do good Horde of Skeleton spam. So if they have a bunch of Horde of Skeletons, that might actually work. I think we still win that. Truth be told, they have a bunch of earth magic, but maybe they have fire magic and air magic mixed into with that. There are a bunch of options that they have. I'm just not sure that anything is necessarily going to win them this battle. So we're going to see how that turns out, and we're going to go from there, basically. And after that, right, we're going to try to rely more on things like Mareeps or Caterpies. We're going to try to get some butter Caterpies going. What is it? Probably try to get some Pidgeys going. Basically try to rely on other sacreds, because we did build a bless, right? We have a little rainbow bless. We got to make some use of it. So, well, it's not quite a rainbow bless, but you know what I mean. So we have this bless. We're going to try to make some use of it. But we are also going to try to not rely on the glitch. Okay, so that being said, what are we actually going to do this turn? So we have Robodan. He is going to move up. He is going to move up to basically support. He's got mostly white belts, right? This army qualifies as being within the guidelines of what we've kind of agreed to, right? So he's going to move up so that we can support if we do end up losing this battle. We are going to split our forces ever so slightly on Chuck, right? In case there is something. We're not going to like move them around too terribly much, right? But we are going to split them up in case there's some sort of like panic inducement or something like that. There's plenty of options that we could go here. We're actually going to have this guy summon allies because he can. I don't really feel like there's a reason not to. Okay, and we're going to put this guy back just a ways. Put this girl back just a ways. And everything else should be about right. So, that should be that. We've got a temple built here now, finally. So we're going to try to work on I think we're actually gonna do another black belt first and foremost. So these guys, ooh, yeah, we're gonna do another black belt. Because these guys are flying priests that can kind of help us out with building things and blessing in the right scenario or the wrong scenario. So we're going to go ahead and build one of those guys. We're going to come down here, check what our magic items are. We now have this enchanted sword, which we might be able to use on something. We've got a swimmer over here. Going to give her a owl quill. We are down to, right? Yes. So we're going to go back to forging a Pokeball. And then we are also going to forge, probably over here. Forge. I think we're going to forge a Quick Ball. So we're going to start doing that. Juna is going to research and take one of those. Oh, sorry, I meant to leave that on him. We got the forging a Quick Ball. So what we want to do is we want to get Pokeballs all over the place, owl quills all over the place. We're kind of working towards that. That's good. Another thing that we want to start doing is we want to get a Earth 4. And this is honestly hard. The easiest way to do this really actually is just to go to Construction 4 and put some Earth boots on some people. But there is the chance of doing it if we get Karate Kings. Now that being said, I feel like Karate Kings are a bit of a dicey prospect, and I still want a water random for one of my battle girls. So I'm going to try to go for a water random first and foremost. I know we were going to do Poliwraths with the swimmer, but I think right now we just worry about utilizing our owl quills at the moment, right? Everybody that is doing stuff that have explored here. Gonna move over here. I think we build another officer just so that we have someone ready to do some things. We need to get, it's turn 16. We need to get more infrastructure up, especially after we got that big, we finally got our first money event. Fantastic. And now we're not even gonna do anything with it. Not fantastic, right? So that is something to concern ourselves with. I think we might go Giraffarigs. They're so expensive though. I think maybe we hold off on next turn. And then we get ready to respond with a whole barrage of upgrades here on Kunal, and we go from there. So I think that's kind of the generalized plan. And I think maybe we hire some mercenaries. So I think we hire Dante Stingers here in Viridian City, and I think we try to hire the wizard. We got a whole lot of money out of that. I think next turn is probably going to be more money. I think as long as we win this siege, we're probably pretty good. Mercenaries hire before... Wait, do mercenaries hire before or after? Let's take a quick check. Dom 5... Turn order. Merc bids are resolved at the end of the game, of the thing. So those are actually probably kind of worthless for us. So we're still gonna do them, but we're gonna do them over here. We're gonna do Dante Stingers And we'll do 200 instead, and we'll do the Iron Wizard. We'll do them here. Well, I say that. Let's just do the Iron Wizard where we are. Fantastic. So we'll do them right there. Whatever. All right. Questions, concerns, anything else going on? I don't think so. I think... Oh, let's bump up our stuff wherever we can. I think probably going to start buying, using our money to buy Mareeps wherever we find them. I think that is probably going to be one of our big go-tos. Nidorans, I'm really considering that to be a big opportunity. Okay. I think that is it for our turn. Not a super duper exciting turn. But that should be it. I will see you all next time. Peace.